So I've learned a few things. 1, apparently I listen to a shit ton of music. And 2, I finally did it! I made it to 100 subs! Fuck yes! Finally did it. Only took a year and a half, but I did it. 100! I mean, right now at the recording of this video, it's 101, but we did it! Yay! So, thanks for subscribing and all that, but yeah, I just don't know what to say besides thank you. So, yeah, thanks. I don't know what to say. So, onto the actual part of the video that you guys are watching, and yeah, it's a manga log, but yeah, thank you for subscribing. I didn't think I was ever going to get to 100 subs. I didn't think I was going to get like 50 subs, but apparently people like my content, which when I started this, didn't really think that was going to be the case, but apparently that is. So, just wholeheartedly, I say thank you. Thank you for, you know, coming by and watching this stupid bearded face talk about manga, video games, music, and the like of that. So, yeah. But, like I said, this is a manga log. This isn't me just talking about how grateful I am. Maybe I'll do a video like that. I don't know. So, November ended, which means that's another manga log. I think I've been recently figuring out that I read about roughly the same amount of manga, roughly, if I'm not trying to speed run my to be read pile, you know. So let's just get into what I've read, which is a bit, you know. 44 volumes of manga read, 0 comics, still waiting on a few things, and 3 finished series. So, all in all, pretty on par with the rest of the months after, you know, the few early months where I read a fuck ton. But yeah, so let's get on to what I finished this month. So, like I said, I only finished 3 manga this month. 3 series this month, as I say. Not that much, but it's relatively normal. It's not too crazy, though one of them is a weird category that I feel like should be put on this, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure. You guys judge. But let's go with the first one, which is, oh god, almost dropped it. Alter Ego, which is just a 1-volume little series that is kind of interesting for the most part. It is a Yuri. Essentially, it is also published by Tokyo Pop. So, yeah. Essentially, the girl, Noelle, fell in love with her best friend, Elena. And unfortunately, her best friend is not gay. But she eventually confesses that to a random person on the street, who turns out to be Elena's other best friend, June. And, you know, the ensuing weirdness that happens when you find out that also June had feelings for Elena. And, you know, it's very short. I don't want to spoil it, but I do like the ending of it, and I feel like it definitely was a... it could have gone on longer, but it didn't overstay its welcome. But yeah, it's really, really good for the most part, and it's only 1 volume. What else can I say about it? It's extremely cheap at, dang it. There it is. It's weird. Tokyo Pop has this weird thing where sometimes it's at the bottom, other times it's at the top, the price. I think most of the time with Tokyo Pop it's at the top, but it's only like $12.99. So if you want to like pick up a small little Yuri, go ahead, do it. It's not going to break the bank. Anyways, from there we have the next one, which I finished, which is the one where I'm not 100% sure I should be doing this, but I've been doing it with JoJo's because it is Ascendance of the Bookworm, specifically part 1 of it. So this is sort of along the lines of sort of similar to JoJo's, where it's like different parts, but I'm the first part, I feel like if you read it, you'll enjoy it. It's essentially an isekai where this girl comes back to... she is a... Wow, words. The story is this girl gets isekai'd. She's a book lover, and she gets isekai'd into this world that doesn't really have books. And it's her main life goal in life to just sit and read a lot of books. And mine, who she gets put into, has this weird disease called the devouring, which you find out a little bit more by the end of part 1 what it is. And her essentially going and trying to like make books that are cheaper, which in this world are extremely rare, because back during the Middle Ages, around that time, books were extremely expensive and hard to come by and all that. So part 1 is over and done with, where she is just living on the living in like the, I guess you would call it sort of like the slums area, but you know, trying to make these books, as well as, you know, just trying to survive, because she's extremely sickly and she's at points going to be consumed by this devouring that she has. But yeah, all in all, part 1 is only 7 volumes. Really fucking enjoyed it. I would highly recommend this to anyone that loves isekais, as well as anyone that's very interested in to see a character use their knowledge. And it doesn't seem fast paced. Like, sure, she in this world is like suddenly put into the little girl's body, and she used to be like an adult, but at the same time she is a little girl, and she's trying to figure out how to work out the different aspects of the world, as well as move forward into getting her dream and using every knowledge that she's read. It is extremely good, and I would highly recommend this. And I think, if I remember correctly, part 2 is already out. Yeah, part 2 comes out in December. The first volume of the manga, the light novel, is already out. So, highly recommend this. We'll continue reading this. So, that's it. I've talked about it many a time, so go on, read it. From there, another really short one. One that I thought was going to go on longer, and definitely could have gone on longer, but, you know, it is what it is. And that is Dear Noman. This is just a 2-volume series, which 100% thought it was going to go on longer when I picked up volume 1, because it definitely felt like it was setting up a longer story. And at the beginning of it, volume 2, it felt like they glossed over a lot of the just normal day-to-day life that I thought was going to happen. But all in all, it was a very interesting story about how these beings called Normans are essentially the dead, but are in this sort of limbo type state where they have unresolved sort of goals, and these people within this agency are there to help them move on, as well as different Normans. And this girl, who is gonna mispronounce her name, Mashiro, is able to see them, and you know, she eventually finds this gets roped into this sort of society by this lady called Banzu, who is like a crow, but she used to be a crow, but now she's a Norman, which makes her slightly human. It's weird, but yeah, highly like it. It's only 2 volumes, both at $13 a pop, so not going to break the bank, but yeah, it's also sort of like a eerie love story at points, and I don't know what else to say, because it's literally 2 volumes, and if I try to explain more, I will ruin the plot. So yeah, if you want to go check it out, it's literally 2 volumes, but I definitely thought it could be longer. So, but it is what it is. And yeah, that is the stuff that I finished reading this month. I always forget how to lay it so that you can read the volumes. So yeah, really recommend them. But yeah, so on to stuff that I have started reading this month. So I thought I read more newer manga this month, but apparently I've only read one. Granted, one of Alter Ego I also read this month, but it was only one volume, so it doesn't go in this part. The one that I started reading this month that I've always been interested in, but I know that at this point it's harder to get the volumes for because of course it is, they don't continue printing on different series, and that is Nura, Rise of the Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, which is very good. I watched the anime like when I got into college, and I was very interested in it. Really fun, really cool concept around it, but it isn't going to break the bank on how anime is, or shonen is. So all in all, really interesting. Would like to read more of it. Know that it's going to be pretty hard to find copies. I think maybe Sloth had a problem trying to find certain volumes, so it is what it is. But Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, is essentially the story of this kid called Riku. Yeah, Riku? I think that's how you pronounce his name. I think I might have gotten it right at the first part. Who is a quarter yokai. His grandfather is the essentially the leader of the yokai, Nura clan, which is the clan that leads the parade of 100 demons. I think that's how it is. I think it is. Yeah! The night parade of 100 demons. I almost got it right. I forgot the night. But yeah, for the most part, it is a very interesting story, and the art in it is very, very cool. I like it. But yeah, essentially early on in the story, he wants to be the next heir, but then people made fun of him, and then he didn't want to do it because they're like, yokai are evil, but he's like, they're kind of cool, and it eventually leads him to be like, no. And also the fact that at the very beginning he wasn't showing any sort of yokai essence abilities of the like, and then when he did, at that point he was already saying, no, I don't want to be this. And for several years they're like, be the next leader, and he's like, fuck no. And yeah, I remember a bit of the anime. I don't remember most of it, so I can't say where it goes, but I think he might change his mind around. I can't remember because it's been a few years and my mind is no longer as sharp as it used to be. So, all in all, pretty good. I will eventually get more of this, but don't hold your breath because I'm not made out of money. So, yeah, that was the only one that I started this month. So, Nura. There we go. Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan. Cool. On to the stuff that I continued reading. So, onto the manga that I've continued reading this month, which is a bit, but I've only selected like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only selected about 6 manga that I'm going to be talking about. Some you might have heard about, some you may not have. So, let's get on with it. Starting with one that, if you've read Mashal, I feel like you would like this one, which is Muscles Are Better Than Magic, which I think I've talked about this. If not, this might be the first time. So it's essentially the story about this guy named Yuri, who doesn't have magic, and most of the, he wants to be super powerful, but in this sort of world where it's sort of like D&D essentially, he doesn't have magic, and he's like, okay, I'll go out into the woods in train. The woods that he goes to are like super high level that you would most likely die. It's one of those levels like in a video game where you go to hoping that you'll come back later as like an end game type thing. He goes out into those woods, gets super fucking swole to the point where his muscles are not magical, but he believes that they're magical. And magic doesn't affect him because muscles. And eventually this elf comes by, whose name is Fila, who comes to this forest, and they eventually start, traveling together as insanity ensues that because people are like, he has to be using magic, right? And they're like, no, he's just super fucking strong. Like, he can block magic with his muscles. Because, that's a thing that can happen. And it kind of reminds me of that older style anime type art, which is always kind of cool. Like, he can stop, like, fucking swords with his muscles. He has muscles upon his muscles. His muscles have been going to the house of gains to pray to the Lord of muscles. Like, this dude is fucking chunky. The iron muscles that he has. It's stupid. It's fun. I like it. So, yeah. All in all, if you liked Mashal, you'll probably like this. If you like this, you'll probably like Mashal. I've talked about it. But, yeah, it definitely feels samey at points of, like, other mangas that are sort of in the fantasy realm, that it's normal. It's not going to break the bank, but it is stupidly fun. So, yeah. From there, we have one that I don't think many people have talked about, but I do like it. I think there's only 5 volumes out of it right now, but I haven't got around to buying number 5. Though I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments. And that is How to Treat Magical Beasts, a Mind and Master's medical journal. So, this one is pretty interesting, to say the least. Essentially, this girl who I forget her name. Jesus. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Her name is Zaska, and she is sort of like a sorcerer, but in the world that she lives in, sorcery has sort of dwindled, and there's not many sorcerers now. So she is now working as a veterinarian assistant to her teacher, who I forget his name, but I think she mostly just calls him teacher. I want someone to get me through this. Send me some kind of life. Boop, 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 boop. I don't remember his name. But, and every once in a while they treat magical beasts. I can't remember his name. I may put it up on screen or may not. Maybe you'll just have to read it. And all in all, it's essentially them treating the magical beast, as well as in a form that's sort of like veterinarianism, as well as using a bit of the sorcery that she knows. And, living in this world that has slowly become different from other the world that these creatures used to be the top of the food chain and all that. It's really good. Also, the art. I have to just say the art is something that I really, really fucking enjoy. So, yeah, just look at that. That's cool. But, yeah. All in all, really like it. I think there's only 5. Not 100% sure. So, yeah. On there. One that I love talking about, and I'm almost done getting all the volumes, and that makes me sad, is Berserk. Berserk is one of those ones that I don't really need to talk that much about. I have read from this month, volume 28 to 33. So, a very solid 6 volumes? Yeah, I've read about 6 volumes. Or was it? Or did I read 27? This is an important question. 1 second as I consult my journal. I think it was 28. Yeah, I read 28 through 33 this month, and oh my god. Do I really need to explain how good Berserk is? It's really fucking good. After Nura's death, I decided to expedite my thought process of buying more, because, at the beginning of the year and like years prior, I thought I was going to have plenty of time to catch up, because, the release schedule of Berserk was once every blue moon, and he was a master at his work, and Jesus Christ, the artwork in Berserk is insane, and I love every fucking moment of it. Like, look at this, look at this, look at that. It's fucking awesome. Just, I don't really know what else to say. At some point, when I finish reading all 41 volumes, because I'm pretty sure volume 41 comes out in Japan in December, which compiles the last of Nura's work, and hopefully it will come out in the States and around the world later on, soon. But yeah, I've also heard, everyone has heard those rumors that maybe the Assistants will carry on. If not, it got to the point where it was good at stopping, but you'll never fully know what the true ending of Berserk was going to be, which is fucking sad, but at the same time, it is such a good story, and Guts is one of the most human characters, and every single one of it's an awesome series that I wish more people would read, and so good. Like, what else do I need to say? At some point, I will finish reading Berserk, and then maybe get a tattoo of it. From there to a series that doesn't hit my heart so much is Hell's Paradise, which is extremely good, and I think it's getting closer to the end. It definitely is ramping up, and I've definitely talked about Hell's Paradise. I have volume 11, but I've only read volume 10. Volume 11 is somewhere on the pile to be read. So, yeah, 100% definitely like it. Definitely like the fights within it, and it's a weird sort of magic system, and yeah, the characters are crazy and weird, and everything is just popping off in the last couple of chapters, and Jesus Christ, it's great. I really, really fucking enjoy it. Like, what else am I going to say? Like, the art is also very good, and I'm trying to find a good panel that doesn't... Yeah. Like, it's crazy, weird, and I really enjoy it. Weird, sort of like... the best way to explain it is like Suicide Squad. These convicts go to the island to find the elixir of eternal youth and to get out of their sentences, and oh god, it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's fast paced, but also feels like it's advancing. Like, the first, at this point, only like a day or so has passed, and I love it. It's fast paced, but it doesn't feel like it's like there's still development going on. I really, really fucking enjoy it. So, from there to one that I definitely can't show you any of the panels in, but one that I've read because it seemed interesting, which is HxEros. I've read volume 2 and 3 this month. I can't show you much of it because it has the parental advisory on it, because that was a thing. Let me try and find a... no, that was... Nope. Oh, God. I can't watch. Hey! No, wait. No, I can't. Nope. I can't show you anything in this. Oh god, can't show you really anything in this, but yeah, it definitely has the parental advisory on it, so it is adult. Essentially, this world is being trying to be taken over by this group of aliens that is trying to reduce the strength of humanity by making them all asexual, apparently, which I mean I'm fine with, but but you know, other people aren't, and these, you know, group of heroes that are really super fucking horny on maid, you know, are there to defeat the aliens using what they call H energy, which is hentai energy, essentially perverted energy. They use their horniness to save the world. Is it funny? Yes. Is it stupid? Yes. Is there a lot of fan service? Of course there is. I just got it because I was just like, fuck it, why not? So, yeah, that's it. I can't really show you much else of anything. Onto the one that I really, 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 really fucking enjoy because of the art style, though this one, I'll show you a certain page here and there. But I've talked about it before, and that is Witch Hat Atelier. It feels like the story is starting to really ramp up in this one, and I wholeheartedly fucking enjoy it and would love more people to read it. Granted, I feel like a lot of people did because they've been winning awards and shit. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a manga win the Eisner Award. I usually thought that was just like a Western comics type deal, but they have, and it's really fucking awesome because the art is awesome, the story is awesome. Like, oh man, the art. Now then, let me see. I will say that a few pages in this one have my on my copy are a little bit faded, but I feel like the art is still fucking awesome. So this one will definitely show you the art, but also show you that my copy has faded pages. I don't know if you can be able to see that. So this one, you see the darker lines, and this one, it's not as shaded in. That's probably just a printing error. It's not to the point where I can't read or know what's going on, so I'm just going to keep it. But the art, though, fucking awesome. Really great. Would like more people to read it. It's awesome. I don't really need to say much more. It got awards. You don't really win awards if it isn't good. So, yeah. That's the end of what I read this month. Hopefully it didn't sound too much like rambling. So, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Wow. Again, this is only a small snippet of what I've read. I've read a little bit more here and there. It's not going to be crazy. If I were to explain everything that I've read in the month, this would be a much, much longer fucking video. So, yeah, that's it. On to the end of the video. So, that's the end of the video. I hope that all of you enjoy it. Again, thank you for subscribing. Like, I never thought I was going to reach 100. This video might age poorly. I don't know. So, yeah. Seriously. From the bottom of my cold, dead fucking heart. Thank you. So, yeah. Discord. Yeah, so that's how that I never thought I was going to even get to 100. So, thanks. I don't know what to say. Anyways, I don't know what to say about it. Oh my god. In the comments down below, in the comment, Jesus, I am so fucking flustered. In the comments down below, tell me what you've been reading in the month of November, what you are going to be reading in December, your wants, your dreams, whatever. It really doesn't matter. I just want to have a conversation with you people. And also, again, thank you. So, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, hit that dislike button. Apparently no one can see their dislikes anymore, because that's something that should be a thing. So, yeah. If you want to see more of this stupid fucking face, go on, hit the, subscribe button. Get me to 200. I don't know. Didn't think I was ever going to get to 100. So, don't even know how long it's going to take to get to 200. So, maybe it'll take by the time that I reach 2 years on YouTube. Maybe it'll take 3. I have no idea. This is just me doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And yeah, just thanks. Well, that's it. Just go out and read some more manga. I'm happy. Bye.